You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get. How are you living? What are you giving? If excellence is what you see, then excellent is who you be.
Hello, 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 beloved. Dr. Catherine E. James here, bringing you For the Love of It, a weekly television show designed with the sole purpose of adding more love into the world, one episode at a time. Thank you for sharing your precious, precious time with me. I am grateful to have you join live or to watch the replay later, which is on YouTube. And if you follow me on my YouTube channel, or if you follow me on my Facebook Lives, I will share that channel, that YouTube channel with you later where you can get the replays. For the Love of It will take on many, many forms, many forms. Everything will be anchored in Luke 10:27. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, strength, soul, and mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. As yourself, as yourself. It is my life's intent that every soul knows love and know that they are loved. That's my life intention. For every soul to know love and know that they are loved. To that end, every conversation we facilitate, all the tools and strategies we share, the guests we have on the show, and the actions we invite you to take will all be intended to lead you back to the assumption in Luke 10:27 that you will love yourselves. So you might notice these pom-poms here, because I never miss an opportunity to celebrate living this life of mine, being blessed to live this life intentionally on purpose, which is why we do this show, to invite you to live your life intentionally and on purpose. And so we have these pom-poms every time for every opportunity to celebrate. And as usual, we invite you to call in. We invite you to call in. The numbers will appear below. Any one of those numbers, 313-868-4336, 313-868-0351, and 313-868-0342. Call in, and I'll try to pay better attention than last time to watch the phone as it lights up, So I want to just start off this morning, or this show, this particular episode. This is episode 10. This is our live 10th episode. We've had more than 10 episodes, but we've had about 4 replays so far because this girl travels a lot. But this is our 10th live episode. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for calling in. Will you be the one who calls in at the 10th episode? I'm inviting you to do so. So today I want to talk a little bit about my TEDx experience last week. I got an opportunity to walk out a dream, to live out a dream that's been on my, a desire has been on my action board for the last couple of years. And this year I set a really strong, a powerful intention that this year would not get away from me without me standing on the red dot. For those of you who know, you know, the red dot is something else. To be able to stand on the red dot and to be able to have the TEDx behind me as I share from my heart what it is that Papa has given me to share from my heart. It was an amazing experience. So I bought a little artifact from the experience. This was Welcome to Your Spot. We met at the 3rd spot in Atlanta. TEDx Mapleton, yay! Oh, that's a pom-pom moment, y'all. Yes, 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 and yes. So I got to bring that back as a souvenir. It's nothing like living out your life's dreams. What are you dreaming? What are you dreaming? Make it a reality. Make some version of it a reality. It may not be the exact way you saw it, but make some version of it a reality. So last week was how do I want to say, a manifestation of my intention, okay? My intention is to use every gift that has been given to me by Papa, to leave no stone unturned, to leave everything, as they say, on the court, right? To leave everything on the court. That is my intention, that I will always be in forward progress. It doesn't mean that I won't have times of stumbling, that I won't fall backwards, that I might not have to get back up and make up some time. That's just a part of life, the ebb and flow of life. But it is my intention to always have an attitude of forward progress, of continuation, that there is more for me. It's not just more for me, there is more for you. If you want more, there is more. Even if you don't want more, there is more. Even if you don't want it, there is more. But we all get to choose whether or not we're going to lean into to access the more that is available for us. My soul, as it says in my latest book, Freedom is Our Birthright, my soul kept screaming, there is more. My soul continues to scream, Kathy, there's more. The TEDx Mapleton, that was only my first TEDx stop. That was my first TEDx stop. It's not my last. I will be on many TEDx stages. I'm just saying I will be on many TEDx stages and many other stages as well. Even if I have to make them myself, right? Even if I have to make them myself, as I did with this television show. Look, beloved, if you've got a baby in your belly, if you've got a desire, be in action, get the inspiration, and then be in action. And don't stop no matter what. It may not be exactly as you intended it to be, but it will be some version of it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family, to your loved one, to your community. You owe it to the universe. You owe it to me. I'm just saying. Because you being the best versions of you calls me to be the best version of me. I don't know what's happening with my language this morning. I'm stumbling over words and stuff. And I don't usually do that, but it's all good. It's all good. I simply am content. I'm content. Like, I love this life of mine. I really do. And if this was it, I would be satisfied. Like, I wouldn't have a big problem if there was not more, except that I know that there's more. But what I'm saying is that if I had to park right here, I would park in full satisfaction. However, that's not how life is, because life is about growth and development and expansion and extension. And so I'm content here, but I'm eager for more. That's how we balance it out. I'm content, like satisfied. Yes, girl, yes. And eager for more because I know that there's more. One of my favorite poems is a poem by Howard Thurman. Allow me to read it to you. The ideal situation for a man or woman to die is to have family members standing with them as they cross over. But imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed, and standing around your bed are the ghosts of the ideas, the abilities, the talents, the gifts, the dreams given to you by life, that you, for whatever reason, never pursued those dreams. You never did anything with those ideas. You never used those talents. You never used those gifts. You never took advantage of those opportunities. And there they are, standing around your bed, looking at you before you take your last dying breath, looking at you with angry eyes, saying, "We came to you. We came to you. And only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you forever." Now, the first time I heard that poem, I was like, dang. Man, wow. Whatever is a sentiment like, ooh-wee, right? That's what my older sister would say, ooh-wee. That's her favorite one of saying, ouch. Ouch. I don't ever want that to be my testimony. I don't intend for that to ever be able to be applied to me. I'd rather be looked at as someone, man, she always doing something. She always somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Right? Sometimes I have to tell myself that sometimes. But, beloved, don't let your dreams die with you. Everything that exists, these pom-poms, these eyeglasses, this telephone, the earrings on my ear, the clothes on my body, the makeup on my face, exists because someone dreamed it, or the concept or the principle of it into existence. And not only did they dream, beloved, because dreaming is one thing, it goes nowhere except to misery if we are not in action on our dreams. Take some steps in the direction of your dreams. So this poem is able to have some truth to it, not because we didn't dream, but we were not in action, in motion on our dreams. I'm inviting you to be in motion, beloved. Be in motion. Take the next step. You don't have to know all of the steps to get there. You don't have to know the full route. Just take the next logical step. Do you need to call somebody? Do you need to do a Google search? Do you need to do the thing you already know to do? Do you need to get in a class? Do you need some training? Or do you just need to execute? Whatever it is, beloved, I'm inviting you to take the next step towards your dream, because only you can do it. If today was your last day, what dreams would die with you? If today was your last day, what abilities would die with you unexpressed? If today was your last day, what talents would pass away with you, beloved? If today were your last day, what gifts would be buried forever? Right? That might be a tough question, but I'm saying get up, be in motion, be in action. Don't allow any gift, talent, idea, aspiration to die with you. So when you read the story of Howard Thurman, as he was on his way to school, he got to the train station and his family had given all the money they had, thought it was enough for a ticket, but discovered that it wasn't. And there he was, I believe, crying, distraught. And family was either gone or even if they were there, they didn't have any more to give him. A stranger made the difference and gave him what he needed in order to go on. Imagine. So it says, I'm going to stay on script so I don't miss some points I want to get in here. Let me say this. Imagine what it would be like. What would we be missing? We would be missing that poem forever. There's also a phrase, a quote that Howard Thurman said is, don't ask the world what they need from you or something like that, but ask what makes your soul sing or what sets your soul on fire. Because the world needs people whose soul is on fire, right? It's somewhere. I might have mixed it up a little bit, but somewhere in that vicinity. So imagine if that man, who Howard Thurman doesn't know who it was, he had no way of ever repaying him, but because that man that day took it upon himself to help out another young man who he didn't know, Howard Thurman went on to be, right, this amazing being who's influenced lives for generations and will continue to influence lives. You have the same potential inside of you to influence lives. Yes, you do. You're already influencing them. I'm just inviting you to intentionality around influencing lives and leveraging everything that you are. Everything. You will never know the full reach of even the small good that you do in life. Don't let your potential remain unrealized. I got this from the internet. This that I'm reading came from the internet, just in case somebody think I made it up. I didn't make this one up, and I don't have the APA citation to give you either. Never allow fear or criticism to hold you back from achieving your dreams. Don't allow procrastination or low self-esteem to prevent you from becoming the person you are truly meant to be. You are irreplaceable. And y'all know that's a part of our self-love mantra. So we're going to do that in a minute. But this person also said it. You are irreplaceable. There are boundless possibilities within you. I love that statement. Can you hear that? sometimes because of the lives we live, the stuff that have happened to us, it's hard for us to embrace some notion like this. There are boundless possibilities within you. There are. There is a limitless potential in you. I love this conversation. There is infinite good within you, right? A part of you is divine. Like, how do I want to say it? Like, when Papa breathed the breath of life into us in Numa, we became living souls. That breath of life was divine. That's divinity. Don't deprive the world of the unique purpose that lies within you. Don't let the amazing gifts that have been given to you die with you unfulfilled. I'm inviting you to show up so fully in life. I'm inviting you to kick fear in the face. Ignore fear. Get some courage and do the thing that terrifies you. We're not living life big enough if it's easy to do what we are to do. Like, it takes something for me to prepare to do a show on a weekly. Like, when we were planning the show, I like the idea of a weekly show, but I also know that that's going to it's going to tax me a little bit to come up with content on a weekly basis. I already Papa comes up with content every Monday through Friday. Most days of the year, I take the last week of December off. But every Monday through Friday, I am on Facebook Live. Dr. Catherine E. James. You can find me there from 5:40 to 6 a.m. Inspirational. Whatever it is that Papa has given me to talk about, I do that. That started February the 20th, 2020 as a 30-day challenge. And it hasn't stopped yet. But I'm blessed by it. I have a community who meets me there at 5:40. Who would have thought that folk was up at 5:40 in the morning and would engage in a live? I didn't. I was doing it because I was in a group that challenged me to it and was part of our assignment, and I did it. But here we are 3.5 years later, still going strong. You never know. And one of my dear, dear, dear hearts, what I didn't know is during that time when I started the lives, I was following the urging of Papa, and this group I was a part of when I started the lives, she was struggling. And she really credits those lives to her not taking her life. She credits her lives to her, well, really not so much taking her life, but just not giving up on life. She was struggling with COVID, and her husband had COVID. She had lost her grandma. And so you don't ever know. You never know how you showing up. God gifted me with the ability to share, right? So when I look at my baby picture, my mouth is wide open. When I look throughout my life, I've been in situations where my mouth is wide open. I was a cheerleader, JV and varsity, the captain of the cheer team starting in the 10th grade. I was the class president. So cheerleader, mouth wide open with pom-poms. Class president, ML King, class of 81, Detroit. Yes, call in. The numbers are below. Call in. Look at the bottom of your screen. My glasses are off, so they're fuzzy. And I'm not going to put them back on right now. But call in. I would love for you to call in. So class president had to do the farewell speech. Went on to become an associate pastor, preaching, and more preaching. Went on to become a professor at a seminary, at a regular university, teaching, and more teaching. Went on to become a therapist, still using my voice, my mouth, right? Presence. And more recently, a coach, a self-love coach, right? And so more. And as we think about this idea that this has been a part of my life, all of my life, and even more than that, is the privilege that I've had to be so many people's confidant, their safe place. a voice of reason, to help them with wisdom. It has been with me all of my life. Yours too. One of these sessions, I'm going to talk about how to quickly find your purpose in 5 short questions. Right? In 5 short questions. So, one of the best ways that I know to live out purpose and fulfill destiny is loving ourselves well. Loving ourselves well is one of the best ways I know to invite us to fully show up to our life, to this precious life of ours. So, to that belief, I spend my life spreading the message of loving you well. So there's acceptance, no rejection. Acceptance, valuing, and embracing are 3 elements to loving you well. Self-love, the gift you give yourself. That's my seminal work, right? My seminal work, Self-Love, a Gift You Give Yourself by Dr. Catherine E. James, published in 2016. You can get those at the major distributors. So acceptance, there's no rejection of you. Valuing, appreciating your uniqueness. There's not another one of you in the entire universe. I'm just saying. Embracing, that's your way of saying, welcome home. Are you at home in you? Are you safe in you? Do you feel welcomed with you? I hope so. If not, I can help you with that. Go to YouTube. I got a lot of stuff out there. Go to Dr. Catherine E. James YouTube channel, or you can reach out to me through my website, Dr. Catherine E. James, and do a consultation appointment that I can, send you some tools and strategies for you loving you. I'm gifted in helping folk to love themselves because I practice it on me all the time. I'm just saying. So our self-love mantra tells us that we are irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracles with our own special brand of brilliance. We're irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with our own special brand of brilliance. Come on and say it back to me. I am an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with my own special brand of brilliance. And shout out to my bestie, Sabrina Bitto. This shirt, it's because of her. All the sparkly, I didn't like sparkly. She been a sparkly girl forever. But yes, and yes. So I just need to say it because the shirt is sparkly. So shout out to her. I got on the jeans too, Brina. I'm just saying. So our self-love mantra tells us that we are irreplaceable. That's impossible to replace. That we're not able to be done again. We are remarkable and uncommon, we are uncommon and extraordinary. We're remarkable. I'm just saying that we are a miracle, a surprising and welcomed event. I want to take this time to recognize, I forgot to write down the other part. I'll talk about it next week. But I want to take this time to recognize and honor my dear sister, Carmen Bell and Antoine Bell, and their notary company. I forget the name of it, but I promise you I'll say it next week. Their notary company, which is in Detroit, Michigan. Antoine and Carmen Bell for sponsoring our live episode number 10. For the love of it. Yay to my sister and brother. Thank you, Antoine, and Carmen. Thank you. So all of us have a part to play. We all have a part to play. And there are no solo acts. This sponsorship, I invite you to sponsor as well. I invite you to call in. If you're listening, you got a few more minutes, just a couple of minutes, so we can still get a call in. Because I know y'all looking, because y'all texted me. And I know you're listening. Just call and say, girl, that shirt is slamming. It's slamming, I'm just saying. So none of us can do this by ourselves. None of us can. I am here because I stand on the shoulders of so many people who have gone before me and those who still support me every day. The TEDx event last week, yes. I had my crew. there who supported me, some who lived there, who came and met me there. And so I just want to thank each one of you who were there last week, and those of you who tried to be there, but the airlines didn't cooperate with you. So I want to invite you to be in action. I always want to invite you to be in action towards your life's goal. Lean into the dream that Papa has for you. First of all, help the world to have more love by you loving yourself first. And then what commitment do you need to make in order to fulfill your dream? Lean into that dream. Lean into the dream that Papa has for you. So what is it? Make the commitment. Make the statement now. Say it out loud. Look, I know you've been inspired. I'm inspirational. I know you've been inspired. Something landed for you. But if you only stay with that inspiration, you only have a 34% chance of it manifesting. But if you create a plan, it increases to 91%. And if you share the vision, it increases to a 99% chance of the manifestation of your vision. Once you write it out, send an email to selflove@drkatherineejames.com. I look forward to reading about it, beloved, the action that you're taking towards the fulfillment of your commitments. Now, you can help me by becoming a part of the movement, More Love Please movement, which supports the For the Love of It show and supports, we're going to have a walk on October 11th. So 3 simple steps. Again, make your commitment to self-love. Become a supporter, $13 a monthly contribution, or $150 to sponsor an episode. And then share with others how they can become a part. Get one of the 2 books. It's many books. I need to talk about those. Oh, here we go. Thank you. So this is perfect because I didn't bring this one. Get the book. Freedom is Our Birthright. We are an Amazon bestseller, beloved. Get the book, and it'll tell you about my journey from scarcity to abundance in my mind. Join me on any one of my social media platforms. 540 Facebook Live, Instagram, Dr. Kathy E.J. My YouTube channel has lots of content. Be sure to tune in here every Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Remember, the conversations, tools, and strategies offered on this show is not intended as a substitute for official mental health practice. If you need service, be sure to seek out a mental health professional, which I am, but not on this show. Remember, Dr. Martin Luther King said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics to serve in physics. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love, and you can be that servant. This has been Dr. Catherine E. James, serving you for the love of it at WHPR TV in Detroit. Thank you, beloved.
You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get. How are you living? What are you giving? If excellence is what you see,